See a cut load of them. Watch. Another one. There goes another one. Okay, guys. I thought I'll just come down to this junction to see what all the fuss is about. Why I have no electricity again. Well, there's been a bit of an accident. I'll see. John's gave me a couple of pictures, and I'll put them up here. What happened? There's a truck hit a pole this morning. You can see this here. And then now they're here fixing it. So just let me show you what's happening. So there was a big pole. There was a real big pole. See that one over there, the shape of it? The old-fashioned one? I don't know if the sun's going to get you. See there? That pole? There was one around the corner here. But a truck came down the road. Came down the road and smashed into it and pushed it all over into the road. It was actually hanging at a 45-degree angle. So now you can see they had to put 1, 2, 3, 4 poles in. There's one down there with all the wires drooping off it, on that, just over top of that cab there. You see the original pole? So they've had to put in 1, 2, 3, 4 new poles. And then they can put the main power lines. That guy over there is playing with the main power line. See that? I can't see very well. That guy over there, he's got the main power line in his hand. I hope it's switched off. But they're putting it all back together. Over here has got the internet people, TOT. So nobody's got internet down this end. We've got umpteen cranes and buckets and all kinds of other stuff going on. You see they're putting that one back together. It's hard for me to see what's going on, but I'm trying to focus for you. Putting that back together. I'm not laughing, but you know, see how, look at the wires coming off that there. Can you see them all? Loads and loads of wires. Who knows what's going on? And somehow they got to untangle that mess. So I guess what they'll do is they'll find the main power lines. Oh, they're dropping some more lines here, see? Cutting it loose. But you see the 3 main power lines at the top, the big ones? That's what's going to go on top. I think they're what do you call them? There's 2 powers in the neutral, but here in America, if you want 220, you have 120 2 times. But here it's 220 anyway. So, but on those main ones up there, I think it's not 220. It's like 4,400 or something, and then it goes into a transformer, and the transformer drops it down to 220. So to be honest, I don't really know what's in those wires up there. But one thing for sure, it's a mess, and they're going to take a while. Oh, he's cutting more, look. He's cutting all the wires loose. He's cut a load, see a cut load of them, watch. Another one. Whoop, there goes another one. Cutting them all loose. I guess it just, I don't know what's going on. Mess, huh? A real mess. So I guess when they get those poles finished and put back together, they get the main power lines back on top and they turn the juice on, then it'll run. It's actually from where I live, it's about 11 kilometers according to a sign. But then I live off to one side, so it's probably a little bit farther along. And this is why I got no power again today. Somebody ran into the power line. Crazy. And there were some people seriously hurt, which I won't go into, but anyway, hopefully I'll have power soon. That's the last one. He just cut it loose. He cut them all out. Gone. Rewire it, huh? So I come from a different angle. Turn your face away if you don't like things that are scary. Ready? Don't look if it's scary. It's not gruesome, but that's what hit the pole and flew across the road. You can see the other pole now, see it? So I'm at a different angle now. You can see that other pole, see it? It's flopping around. That's what he hit. That one, and it pulled over. Look, see it going? It's gonna fall. You hear people. Let's stop now. But I guess it's falling over because they're releasing the tension off the wires. But they're putting it all back together. So the truck's in the ditch, so I'm going to show you it, but turn your face away if you don't want to see the truck. That's what caused the problem. And he's got wires all wrapped around his truck, see that? So he came from this direction off the main highway. I obviously tried to get around the bend, and obviously going too fast, and flew straight in, hit the poles, and went straight in the ditch. So we went for a drive and came back home, and we're home again, and guess what? Electricity's on. It's all back on. I just sorry for that guy in the truck. I hope he's okay. You know, going over there and stopping suddenly at the bottom of that ditch is not cool. It's a big ditch, but lots of rain. So anyway, power's back on. I don't know the story of what happened or anything like that. I don't really want to know. I just know the electric guy, he sent me some pictures, and I don't really want to include everything, you know. You got to respect it a little bit somewhere. So anyway, the power's back on, AC's on, house is cooling down. So Kevin's happy it's back on again. And hopefully it'll stay on now. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you enjoyed. I'd like to say thank you to some people in Holland. They sent some money to buy some food, and we did that already the other day. So they sent, I'm kind of caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. I don't want to talk about it. I just do it because, you know, you get your reward from karma. So if you talk about it and people think, oh, isn't Kevin great? I don't want to do that. That's not what it's about. It's about helping people. So, but if I don't mention it, nobody gets to know that I'm doing it. So anyway, the other day, some people from Holland sent me some money, and a pretty good sum. And we did it in two parts. We took some food to the people in the area, which you've seen me do before, and then we took it to a temple that has an old folks home in it. So not a lot of money, but there's an old folks home, and there's 20 people staying in it, and so we give food to them. And Jan made up a little bag, so they got powder, toothpaste, toothbrush, and some soap. I think that's it. Soap, toothbrush, yeah, and some powder. So she made up 20 little bags, and got a load of rice and oil and fish sauce and things like that, the normal things you give. We didn't buy eggs because we didn't want to drive, you know, there's a long bumpy road between here and the place we went, so we didn't buy eggs this time for the elder people at the temple, but they're happy with what they got. They weren't out of food, but he said it was getting to the point where he was starting to worry. So they said one normal bag of rice lasts, they can use one per day. You know, you think two, I think there's 21 or there's 20 people staying, but the staff too. But they use one bag per day, so that's not bad. So we had enough to buy 10 bags of rice, so that keeps them going for 10 days. But my if you want to help, then you can see my Patreon and whatever else the other one is, and you can, you know, whatever money you send, we'll buy the food and give it away. On that note, look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the very best.